guys, it's Shannon here at iHeartRadio Canada, here with baby Nova.
Yeah.
So nice to chat with you.
You too.
I want to know pretty much everything about you, so I feel like we
Oh my
need to
God.
bring it back a little bit. So you grew up in Nova Scotia.
I did.
Take me into that time. What was it like growing up in Nova Scotia?
It felt a lot different than now because I was a 90s kid.
Mm,
So I grew up like right in that little bracket before internet was a thing.
nice, me too.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? It was just like, it was different time back then. And then it was like a small city. Halifax has grown a lot. So it was more small town vibes. And yeah, it was just a lot of like playing. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like outside.
yeah.
And like at friends' houses, video games. I remember Bobblehead NHL video game had come out when I was a kid, and Jack and Dexter.
Nice.
But yeah, it was pretty simple, like childhood, like
Yeah, it's hard to like not be nostalgic for that time
It's
when
so
it
hard
did
not to
feel
be,
just so simple and not like everything's online
know.
and all of that stuff.
I know.
Yeah. Would you ever be the type of person to get like a dumb phone, like switch to a flip phone
Yes,
just to give yourself a
yes,
break? Yeah.
yes. I want to throw my phone out. I really do.
Yeah.
I genuinely hate my phone so much, and my team hates that I hate my phone, but I hate it. I want to throw it out. I am itching to get a flip phone. Like, I would love just something simple. I want a pager.
Nice.
I want
Yeah.
to do mail. Like I don't know. I just like I don't take naturally to like technology. Also, my band has established that I am probably like have some sort of frequency that makes technology not work because every time I get near like the in-ear monitors or anything like that, just everything stops working.
Wild.
I know, it's very, very
It's like
weird.
Mercury retrograde, but you are the planets.
It's so weird. But yeah, me and technology, no.
No.
We don't mix.
I am surprised by that though because you feel like you are like solid on social media. Like you're good at it.
Can you say that louder?
Hear that?
Say that.
So how is your relationship with social media, especially with being an artist?
Well, I'm supposed to say that I love it.
Right. You can be honest.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, and no one that I know really likes it. Like, then no one really likes doing it that like not that much. I like doing it sometimes, but there's kind of an expectation to post like every day now, like multiple times a day. And sometimes you just want to like go to the park and like,
Not.
you know, do what you do at the park and sit there and like say hi to dogs.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just want to check out. And I'm like that. And I feel like for my artistic process too, one thing that doesn't really line up is like I take like a lot of time just like sitting with myself to like think of things. And I've always been like that since I was really young. And I feel like very distracted by like the social media stuff because I also like have concentration issues like with like ADHD and stuff. So I find it really hard to be on there all the time and then also like
Pay attention to
pay attention
everything
to
else.
everything else. Like I can't get taken out of the zone so much because then I'm like confused about what's going on. Anyways, that's my answer. Honestly, like
Yeah.
I can't lie.
No, that's fair.
I'm trying to like it. I'm trying to form a new relationship with it, but it's definitely not something that I'm like crazy about off the bat.
Yeah, I remember you saying when you came out with your song "Killed for Sport" that it's kind of reflective of a time where you even considered giving up on music.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about how you felt then now? And how do you feel
Oh
about
my
just
God,
that?
I'm like, shut
general?
up, you crazy bitch. Like, don't give up. But no, I feel like for me, I really was about to give up on music at that point in my life because I started in music when I was 12 years old at a spin-off Hannah Montana like scam thing that they would bring to these small towns.
Oh, where they're like, "Do you want to be the next Hannah Montana?" Like that, yeah.
That whole gag. And they were trying to like just take everyone's parents' money basically and they're like, your kid's a star, we're gonna take her to Toronto, she's gonna be the next big thing. Whatever, right? So that gave me enough false confidence to really start thinking I was doing it seriously. So I've been taking it seriously since I was 12. So it's been almost 15 years of like writing and then contracts and then getting stuck there and then getting out and then putting out records and then having to take them down. So I feel like I really was at this breaking point in my personal life where I was like, I'm in my mid-20s, I've been working at this for a really long time, and I'm starting to feel the pressure of like having to like be really independent, grown up, like And I was like, I don't know if this is gonna happen for me. I really was like scared about that. And it was also just very heavy, right? So I felt like I got actually kicked in the ass really hard before I wrote Killed for Sport. And that was like the final like breaking point for me. But something in me when that happened, it actually like lit a fire under me and didn't like, I thought that was going to knock me out, but it didn't. And I think it actually gave me that spark to be like, no, like, F you guys, I'm coming back.
Nice.
And like, I just did it, you know? So I'm really happy I didn't give up on it. And I think me now would look at that person and be like, good for you for like not giving up. But it would also be like, you're dumb for ever saying you're going to quit music. If you were going to quit music, you would have done it 5 years ago.
Right.
You know?
Yeah,
Like,
I totally get that though. When you are in that moment where it does feel like, okay, I'm either going completely this way or I'm gonna like use this and use it as fuel and
Yeah.
work with it and show everybody that I can do it.
yeah.
So good for you.
No, totally. And I feel like there's like this mid to late 20s dread that happens when you're like out of university, you've been working for a couple years, but you're
Like a
like,
quarter life crisis,
it's
right?
a quarter life crisis. And you're like, I feel like people are starting to really figure it out. Like my friends are getting married. Like, you know, people have these crazy jobs. Like people have money in accounts that make money. And I don't even know what that means. And like, you're kind of like there. And I was just like flailing, you know? So I felt like this pressure to like figure it out. But this is always what I've wanted to do. I've put so much energy and so much effort into it. And I was like, I can't throw that out.
Yeah.
You know?
Amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
Take me into Virgin Heartbreak.
Yeah.
What inspired this song? Yeah, tell me about it.
Okay, so it's funny because the same situation that inspired Kill for Sport, this kind of like rumor thing that had started about my mental health, was what inspired Virgin Heartbreak. It's just that Kill for Sport was like what I wrote at the beginning when I was very sad, and then Virgin Heartbreak's one of the last songs I wrote on the record. And it was almost like shows like the therapy of writing the album, because by the time I got to Virgin Heartbreak, it was like, you want to hurt me, try harder. But then when it's like the beginning of writing it, it's very sad and like kind of like you can really feel the hurt, and then it just gets silly and it's like joking about it almost.
Right.
So I always find it interesting listening to them because I'm like, I can really hear mentally how healing it was for me to write it
Nice.
when I listen to them all.
Yeah. How do you see your future? Like, do you look far into the future? Do you have like a 5-year plan for yourself? Or is it more like month by month?
I try not to look too far into the future only because I can get really like fixated on that. But I think that I would love to see myself like headlining a tour. I would love to see, you know, I want all the things everyone wants. I just want to be successful, you know, and like also like really want to like have a huge impact with my music and my life. So I think in that way, I want those things. I also really want to buy a house, hopefully.
Yeah.
At some point, because I have been just living on couch to couch for about 7 years straight.
Wow.
So I'm ready
Yeah.
to like have a house and a bed and a nice like spot, you know? And I
Yeah.
want a dog.
Nice.
I really want a dog.
What kind of dog do you want?
I want a big dog.
Nice.
I love Rottweilers.
Amazing. I feel like this is like a manifestation. We're like putting it out there.
manifesting.
You're getting a house. You're going to get a dog.
Yes, we're literally manifesting. I want all
Headlining
this.
tour.
Headlining tour.
Anything else?
Obviously, like, I want love in my life.
Yeah.
Love and lore. I'm not sure if this is more of a career question, but I'm just like
No,
going right into the
anything.
personal stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
And maybe like I would love to have seen myself release like 3 albums.
Nice.
I want to be like a high music quantity artist.
Oh, yeah. Just
Yeah.
like lots
Album
of...
after album after album. Like, yeah, I would love to do that.
Yeah. That's nice too when performing because then you can just like pick from
Yeah,
all your
so
different
fun.
eras.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. I love that. How do you feel about the Lana Del Rey comparisons?
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lana's one of my favorite artists of all time. I grew up listening to her. I first heard her music on an 8. Do you remember the app 8-Track? Did you
Yeah,
have that when you were young?
I did. Yeah.
I discovered her music on 8-Track.
Wow.
So it
That's
was
wild.
very early. It was
Yeah.
like grade 7 for me.
Mm.
And I've always been very inspired by Lana. I think she's like one of the most prolific writers. And I love being compared to other female artists because a lot of the times it's people that I looked up to, and that's why people hear it in my music, which is definitely the case for Lana. She's a huge inspiration to me as a writer, but also as a person and the way she carries herself and lives her life. And I love it. I love getting compared to other artists, especially ones that I so clearly have like pulled inspo from, because it means that it's really coming, that influence really came through, which is part of the beautiful things about music. Is like we're all kind of like taking from people that did it before us. And yeah, I love it. to be honest.
Who else inspires you, or who else have you been listening to lately?
Lately, well, my album, like sonically, a lot of it's based off of Dusty in Memphis. I don't know if you know that record. It's Dusty Springfield.
Okay.
But she has like songs out. It was back in a time where it was way more common to like cover things as part of your albums. I don't know. People don't do that as much anymore, like as a proper release. But
Yeah, I
like,
was gonna say they do it more on stage than I feel like actually. Yeah.
on albums. But she did a version of Son of a Preacher Man. I don't know if it was the first one, but that's probably the one that most people like associate with her name. But she has this beautiful song called Windmills of Your Mind, and I first heard it when I was watching the first season of 9 Perfect Strangers,
Oh yeah.
which has an amazing soundtrack. And I like Shazammed it or whatever. I don't even think I Shazammed it. I'm pretty sure I old-fashioned like went on Google and I was like 9 Perfect Strangers soundtrack. And I was like, "Ooh." But like I love how I was trying to sound like I like know what's going on by saying Shazam. But like no, I went on there and I heard that, and then I found this album because Windmills of Your Mind is on Dusty in Memphis. And I got obsessed with that album right before I wrote the record that's coming out early next year.
Nice.
Yeah.
What else can you tell us about the record coming out next year?
It is my favorite thing I've ever written. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's heavily inspired by that. Lana, Kate Bush, country influence for sure. Because I grew up, obviously, in Nova Scotia, more of a singer-songwriter background. So that comes through in my music a lot. And I grew up listening to Johnny Cash. So I love like dark, like country, like vibes. Yeah, and it's a lot of it is about one particular situation, which I've touched on. But there's also another part of the album that's like a bit of a sexual awakening. And it's just like kind of sexy and fun.
Nice.
So it kind of like does everything. It's got like all the different parts of me. But I feel like I've never written something that so well showcases like my fully faceted like personality. So I'm very excited for it.
That's so exciting. I'm excited to hear it.
Thank you.
And excited to go to your headlining tour one day.
Ah!
We're manifesting. Amazing.
Manifest.
Thank you so much for being here and
Thank
chatting.
you.
It's been so nice to get to know you more.
Yeah, you too.
Nice. Amazing.
Awesome.